Welcome to the place where the magic happens. Conversations flow and the laughter snapping. Here at Netters Network, where the stories come alive. Every episode's a journey, every guest a drive. Netters Network, tune in for the show, where the headlines meet the heart, and we all get to know. From the highs to the lows, we've got it all in tow. Netters Network, where the world's on the go.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Netters Network Thursday Things. Tonight, my very special guests are this nice elderly couple that I've known for years.
Elderly? I don't know about elderly.
Okay, older couple that I've known for years.
Can't argue with that.
33, almost 34 years, if you want to be exact. Troy and I met December of 1991. We got married 8 months later, and now I've been married 33 years. Well, it'll be 33 years Sunday, which is August 3rd. That's our actual anniversary date. But today seemed like a good day to celebrate with all of you, so welcome to Thursday Things and our anniversary celebration. Of course, you all know my co-host, that guy at the end of the bar. Well, right now he's sitting next to me, so, no bar. The love of my love life, Troy Pacelli. How you doing tonight, sweetie? And what are you sipping on?
I don't know. Something brown and appropriate for midweek.
Yeah, it's like I get to actually show my cam. So I have my Polar brand seltzer water.
This is not a sponsored guest spot here.
Oh, I wish. I drink enough of this stuff.
I know, right?
Black cherry flavored. It's actually pretty good.
Someone was suggesting in one of the liquid lunches this week I should seek out adult beverage companies to sponsor me, and I'm like, I'm not entirely certain that that's allowed on YouTube. I'll have to look into that.
I don't see why not. It's like they sponsor everything else.
I suppose so.
And I've seen some pretty weird sponsorships, so.
Exactly. Shall we say hi to the chat?
We should. Who's first up?
First person I'm seeing is FKHC 2005, whom we lovingly refer to as Tim.
Young Troy and Netter, congrats on your 33rd anniversary. Thank you.
That's sweet. JPRPH1 dropping the membership emojis. Mm-hmm. And he also says, celebrates 9 months of membership with us. So another anniversary. There you go, my friend. Thank you so much. Lady Mist encouraging you with the blue emojis. Hello, and happy 33rd anniversary, Netters Network.
Thank you.
And she stopped over and say hi to me, too. Thank you so much.
And
Tune the news. Hey, y'all. Welcome. Good to see ya. Let's see here. Big Al says, here's to 33 wonderful years. Congratulations and wishes for many, many more.
Thank you so much.
I couldn't agree more. Usarn G says, oh, good. The friends are already arriving. Exactly right.
And I'm trying to drop my hi, sweeties, in the chat.
You keep doing that while I bring up Maria with T and Telly. A big happy anniversary to you. Love you guys tons. Well, we love you too, Maria. Thank you so much.
Like, she's my sister. She really is.
Sister from another mister, right?
No, sister from another mother.
It doesn't rhyme, though.
It doesn't have to rhyme.
You both have fathers, don't you? Let's see. Congratulations, JPRPH1, on your 9 months with Netters Network. Absolutely, USRNG. I agree. Oh, yes. And although when I refreshed my screen, it completely fell off, I wanted to welcome my newest member, Flow with Jess. You worked way too hard to find the membership button. I was going to say, I'm not really worth it, but I am so appreciative that you put in the effort just to just to sponsor me as a member. I really can't tell you how much I appreciate that. Samuel Proctor says, happy anniversary. Yes, thank you so much, Samuel Proctor. Jesse Guajardo. Hey, guys. Good to see you, Jesse. Andrea Black. Hey, all. Thank you so much for being here, Andrea Black. Let's see. Andy Masterson, happy anniversary, my dear friends.
Thanks
God
for being
bless
here.
you. Thank you so much, my friend, the talented one. It was great hanging out with you last night and the week before on Pop Culture Breakdown. You are a very, very insightful person. I really appreciated your comments last night. $2 super chat from Geek Flag with Nate Knows. Thank you, my friend. We all love you both. Congratulations. You know what? I forgot to bring in. I had worked yesterday on a dedication that he did. Let me get through all the chats and say hi to everyone, and then I'll bring it up. Bear with me. Aged Boomer says, happy anniversary. Thank you so much, my friend. Looking forward to hanging out with you tomorrow night on Last Call. We're going to be talking AI, a little bit more about the robot overlords that are going to be taking over.
Yeah, my laptop is not behaving itself. I'm trying to do my @ so I can do @whoever, and now that every time I hit @ it goes to a different tab.
Final Fantasy Fan 012 says, hey everyone, I just wanted to come by and say hi before I go to Wolf 10 Media stream talking about the martial arts genre. What are your favorite martial arts stories? Well, Netter, you are a fan of both Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan.
Yeah, it's like, I really liked the Jackie Chan movies. The first ones I saw when he injected that humor into, the martial arts, I'm like, okay, I really like this guy. Because it's not just, I'm going to beat somebody up. He does it with flair.
Yeah, exactly.
And it was just
right.
so much fun to watch. And I can't even remember the first Jackie Chan movie I saw. I just remember he was dating a blonde chick that I want to say it was his uncle didn't approve of. And, thought he wasn't being serious about his studies and all that. But of course, there's always fights that break out, and he manages to use the training dummies to beat up his foes, things like that.
Personally, I don't think anything in life should be taken too seriously. Life itself should not be taken too seriously. Let's face it, you're not making it out alive anyway.
Yeah.
Connie Cleary, welcome. Let's see.
And I might be saying hi to people twice.
That's fine.
Okay.
That is absolutely fine. Maria with T and Telly celebrates 13 months, lucky 13, of membership. Oh, it's my 13th month with you guys. Thank you so much, Maria. You are wonderful supporting us the way you do. Deleted Scenes, salute, my friend. Good to see you as well. And does that catch me up? I think that catches me up.
Does it really?
Yep. So why don't you say hi to the chat while I start looking for that media file that I put together that came from Nate.
Yes. Nate has been a really big supporter. Given me different memes and things like that no, they're not memes, they're avatars for my channel. And he actually did one, and if you can find that one after you're done with this, that one that he sent both of us on Twitter, that was really kind of cute. I really like that one. But it's like he's done different avatars for me, and it's actually kind of cool. It's like I love that creative side. But I do want to thank all of you for being here and helping us to celebrate 33 years. I mean, that's a huge milestone. I don't know a lot of marriages that last more than 5 years, much less
these days.
30. Yeah, exactly. I have come to find that nowadays people seem to think that marriage is throwaway. Instead of working on problems, or if you have an argument, it's like, oh, we're getting a divorce. It's like, work through it.
I'll tell you what. I think a lot of that comes from this idea that the grass is always greener on the other side, and we've come to realize it's just not. It really isn't.
Yeah.
And you know, I mean, look. I've talked about this in terms of Klingon medicine when I've done conventions. It's the same thing if you're a homeowner. You buy a home. Let's say, you get a leak in the ceiling. Do you sell the house and buy a new house? No, you fix the leak.
Yeah. Exactly.
It is not worth the effort to change and then end up with a house that might be even worse. And I've seen so many people that, go off to other relationships only to find out, oh, things are not as good over here as I thought they were going to be.
Exactly. And I think I said my hi sweeties to everyone in the chat. If I missed you, please let me know, because I gotta say my hi sweeties. But yeah, it's like that's one of the things that Troy and I have talked about before is when you have an issue with in your marriage somewhere. It could be you're arguing about. I mean, it could be even something trivial. Whether or not you're going to buy a new sofa or something like that. It's like you don't just walk away because you disagree. You work it out. You find a compromise. And that's how we've managed to last 33 years. We figure out, okay, you want this, I want this. How can we make us both happy? And we'll figure it out, and sometimes you got to compromise a little bit more than you want to, but, do you want your partner to be happy? I mean, I've got a 6-foot Millennium Falcon sitting in my garage.
She does, yeah.
And I've got the 4-foot sail barge sitting on the bar. So it's like right there, that should tell you something. It's like I will hear Troy go, I really want that thing. And I'm like, it's huge and it's expensive, but I really want it. And I'll think about it for a while. I'll look at our budget, and then usually end up surprising him with it.
Maria says, like I said, you both have been married longer than my 2 marriages. Not my choice. Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, there are some relationships that cannot be worked out. I was married prior to Troy, and that marriage could not be saved. Without going into too much detail, basically I had married a pathological liar and didn't realize it. And since he was causing a lot of issues in our marriage because he could not tell the truth to save his life, it's like, yeah, we need to go our separate ways.
A successful marriage cannot be one-sided, okay?
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you, you should figure that out before you say the I do. Get it?
Yeah.
It's the same thing I've been saying about all these people making movies these days that are going in without scripts, and then after the movie's done, they have to refilm it because nobody likes it.
Yeah.
Figure it out before you start.
Disney.
Well, yeah, and that's what dating is for. That's what market research is for. Disney, right? Pay attention to what people are saying online. Okay, I'm sounding like a broken record. Nate, I thought I brought. Yeah, okay. Netter's so right. People go into marriage now these days with the mindset, if it doesn't work out, I'll get a divorce. And if you go in with that mindset, it's not going to work. Yeah, I've mentioned this before. I told her, I said, I was brought up, and it has nothing to do with religion. It's just I was brought up that you marry till death do us part. I said, so if you ever went out of this marriage, one of us got to die. Just saying. Let me see if I can manage this without screwing it up. I'm going to entire screen share. I got to share the audio as well.
Yeah, that helps.
And add to screen. I got to blow this up like that. And here we go. This is from Nate.
A toast to Nanette and Troy, 33 years and beyond. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here tonight to celebrate something truly remarkable, the 33rd wedding anniversary of Nanette and Troy. As a friend who's had the pleasure of knowing them for the past 3 years, I've seen firsthand a love story that's as unique and enduring as any epic tale from the Delta Quadrant. Their bond, you see, wasn't just found, it was forged like the Battle of Hiruth, a love with a silver core strong enough to withstand anything. Troy is truly a lucky man. As the Ferengi would say, He found him a woman worth her weight in latinum. And with Troy, Nanette has found her warrior prince. It's clear to anyone who spends time with them that these two are supposed to be together forever. You can see it when they look at each other. The love that passes between them truly radiates and surrounds everyone who comes into contact with them. And that's why we all love them. They possess that rare and beautiful quality where they always seem to hold each other up. There's no tearing down, no insults, only unwavering support and a constant ability to see the best in the other. It's truly inspiring to witness. Of course, we can't talk about Nanette and Troy without mentioning their shared passions. They are without a doubt the quintessential geeks and nerds we all adore, with their hearts firmly in the Star Trek universe. I've seen them, and I'm sure many of you have too, at cons, fearlessly dressing up, often as formidable Klingons. And let's not forget, Troy can even speak the language. It's a testament to their joy and their commitment to embracing what they love together. So please raise your glasses with me to Nanette and Troy. May your journey continue to be filled with laughter, adventure, and a love that, like a well-calibrated warp core, keeps growing stronger with every passing year. Kapla to Nanette and Troy.
Oh, I guess I got. How do I remove this? Hold on a second. Real professional here, but thank you so much for that, Nate.
So
I really,
sweet.
really do appreciate that.
And I know
That was
Troy had
wonderful.
to have slipped you some of those pictures because he didn't.
All of those pictures, yeah.
Well, I know some of them we've never shared before, so I'm like, okay, he had to have slipped the
You
pictures
both
to you.
are lucky. I don't know if I'll ever get married again, so I'll just enjoy seeing you both happy. You know, my advice would be that marriage is not something that should be a goal. It's something that you should decide if it's right once you find somebody that you start to consider might be a worthwhile partner. Otherwise, it's like trying to say, well, when I win the lottery, blah blah blah. Well, maybe you should wait until you win the lottery, right? Same thing.
It's like when I met Troy, and he had mentioned this, I think, on his Liquid Lunch show today. We met at a convention. He saw me from a distance, didn't think he'd ever see me again. And then, like, a week later, we met up again at the Star Trek 6 opening at a theater near my apartment. And I don't. What he didn't mention is when I first met him, a friend of mine was introducing me to him because he was her game master, and she wanted me to go over to his ship, so he was my game master as well. And he had mentioned about the Star Trek Club in his Liquid Lunch. But what he didn't mention is that I just looked up into his big brown eyes, and my only thought was, I'm going to marry this man. I didn't know his name. I didn't know anything about him. He could have been married with 10 kids. I had no idea. But I just knew I was going to marry him. Turned out he was a mere lad of 20 and not quite 21. This was December of 91.
Mm-hmm.
By the end of December of 91, we were engaged and we married 8 months later. We
Yep.
just knew. It's like sometimes you're lucky enough to find that person and you just know you're meant to be together. 33 years. I guess I got it right.
My father-in-law gave me some advice: in every argument, every decision, the man must have the last word, and the last word is yes, dear. That's fine advice when you're first starting out, but there needs to be maturity over the years. There needs to eventually be because early on in our marriage, we got a lot of advice from friends in the church and so forth, and I got similar advice, but it was the next step up. It was, in every argument, no one is absolutely blameless. There is something, even if it's small, even if she's 99% wrong, there's 1% that you did something wrong that you can always apologize for.
It's like back when we had belonged to that church, they didn't call them arguments, they called them bumps. Small bump in the road.
Right.
And I remember us driving somewhere, and we had another couple they had been married very long, and they were newer to the church, and they were in the back seat, and we're driving, and we had a very brief bump. Troy had said something, and I think I said something like, that really bothers me that you said that, or da-da-da. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry about that, da-da. And then we kind of addressed a couple in the back and said, sorry, we just had a bump in front of you. And they're like, wait, that was a bump? And we're like, yeah, we Troy said something that hurt my feelings, and I let him know it hurt me, and he apologized, and, we're moving on. And they're like, that would never happen with them. It's like, if her husband said something to her that really upset her, she would be yelling at him, like, why are you saying that, that thing to me, and da-da-da-da, and he'd be yelling back at her, and it would not be resolved very quickly or easily. Whereas, I guess, when you're a little bit more mature, either in age or in your marriage, you stop acting like a kid. You think about, this is the consequence of this action.
You also start to realize what's really important. I think there's a lot of things that the younger us would probably get all bent out of shape about. Mm-hmm. And I realized that the old me just doesn't give a crap. I mean, it's like, I don't care what we do. I don't care where we go. I don't care, pretty baby, just take me with you. Quoting Prince there. My grandfather's advice for a long-lasting marriage is gratitude, consistent gratitude. Absolutely. I've come to realize that one thing my mother always said, and again, alluding to something I was talking about in Liquid Lunch, my examples from my dad were do the opposite of what he did. And sometimes my mother would point out how one of the problems she had in their marriage early on that just got worse was he never says I love you. You should always tell your wife every day that you love her. But I've come to realize that as important, or another way of saying I love you, is to say I appreciate you. Oftentimes that results in why? Because I don't say it as often as I love you. And there's usually something that has happened recently that has prompted me to say I appreciate you. And it's usually something she wasn't even thinking about, which I just appreciate all the more. I was married to one of those once, pathological liar and professional personality switcher. Yeah, you need to do your due diligence, right? I used to tell this to I used to be a manager at in the support department of a law firm, and my assistant manager, I was literally training him to be a manager. So I would have him sit in on interviews when I would be hiring someone and so forth. And after the person would leave, I would say, okay, what did you think of that person? I'd listen to everything he had to say. And it was very much like a Sherlock Holmes and Watson kind of thing. Like, yeah, but did you notice this? Did you notice the way he said that? Did you notice the way he was dressed? Did you notice this, that, and the other? Did you read his CV? Things like that. You get the little clues as you mature, and that's why I don't recommend anyone get married too young. I think I was a bit more mature for my age.
You were legal. You were 21 when you got married.
It has nothing to do with any of that. It has to do with a maturity level. In a lot of ways, I was very immature, but in a lot of ways, I had a good deal of maturity because I chose in life to learn from other people's mistakes. I saw my parents' bad examples in marriage.
Yeah.
I saw other people around me, and I'm like, I'm not going to be like that.
And see, when I got married the first time, I was 18. The fellow that I married, I had dated through my senior year of high school, and what?
Look at that hair. The comment that's on the screen.
Oh.
Look at that hair. I'm pointing at it.
Oh, okay. I was trying to see what the image was.
You weren't supposed to be distracted by it. That's why I didn't say anything.
Well, you distracted me. Now I lost my train of thought. 18. I was 18 when we got married because we dated my senior year of high school. He was a few years older than me. And I thought, oh, this is the one. No, he wasn't. We ended up having 2 kids together, and it's like, I'm not going to make the mistake of staying together for the sake of the children. It's like, no.
Yeah, that was a similar situation. My mom said she was trying to stay together for the children, for us, for me and my brother. And I'm like,
Why?
yeah, we're better off without him, to be honest with you.
We told my mom the same thing. My parents were married exactly 25 years. Their divorce came through on their 25th wedding anniversary, which I
You
thought was
realize
kind of
we've
weird.
both been married longer than our parents were?
Yeah. And when Mom had said, yeah, I'm divorcing your dad and all this, we're like, what took you so long?
Right.
And she's like, well, you kids. It's like, screw that. It's like, Mom, we didn't need you guys to be that way. You know.
You were older too, so.
No. When my parents divorced, I was like 9-10 years old. I wasn't that old.
That's right. There was a lot of kids in your family, and
5
you were
of
the
us.
youngest.
Yeah, there's only 5 of us. My brother was 10 years older than me.
Nate says, I was working on that speech since last week, and I still think I could have done better. You did fine, man. You did just fine.
It was
I really
wonderful.
appreciate that.
Were you able to find that picture?
I haven't
David?
looked yet. I've been
Okay.
too busy going
Okay.
through the chat. Marriage! Marriage is what brings us together today.
I'm a cougar.
Netter is a cougar, yes. We called them cougars well, I won't say what they call them now.
MILF.
Yes.
When my daughter was in high school, I went to go pick her up for something. I think she had a doctor's appointment or something. And since I had to get out of school early, I literally had to go pick her up and sign her out. And apparently a bunch of her friends saw me, and some of the teachers thought I was a student. And I'm like, no, I'm a mom here to pick up my kid.
Yeah.
You know? So later on that day, she goes, Mom, I think you should know, some of the kids that go to school, if they think you're a real MILF. I'm like, what's a MILF? And she goes, Mother, I want to. And I'm
Fly
like,
to
"Oh."
Florida.
I'm like, oh, okay. Thanks for telling me. So that made my day. Because I've also never looked my age. I've always looked a lot younger, which I have to thank my mother for, because my mother looked like she was like mid to late 40s, well into her late 60s, 70s.
Yeah.
And, you know, she only started looking older when she unfortunately got dementia. And then she really started looking her age very quickly. And she passed when she was 95. But yeah, she was always mistaken for younger. I was always mistaken for younger. I mean, they look at Troy's beard with the gray in it, and they're like, oh, Netter must be younger than Troy. No, I'm 8 years older than he is. It's like, yeah, I'm the cradle robber.
Yes, you were. I was referring to your hair in those pictures. Oh, you mean back when I had hair. I see what you're saying. Yeah, it's surprising to see. And in all the Klingon pictures, of course, that's a wig, because I've never been able to grow my hair that long. Whether or not my hair could physically grow that long, I have no idea. Once it hits my neck, I was like, I can't, you know.
Yeah, I've never seen Troy with hair longer than the pompadour.
In high school, I did kind of do the mullet thing, where I let the back grow kind of long, but it got down to my collar, and that was about as far as I could go with it.
What's that one?
Let's see. Never got around to it myself. Was close once. Oh, marriage. Marriage. Congratulations, you two. Many years on your guys' anniversary. Thank you so much, my friend. Good to see you.
And
Good
of
to
course,
see you.
3 is my lucky or favorite number. So that this is our 33rd wedding anniversary makes it doubly special.
I like that. And delete it's like, Cougar's called something else now? I'm old. Oh, that! Right! Yeah, you know.
And hello, the Horror King.
Hello, Horror King. Yes. He was ribbing us the past day or so. So this older couple, you know him really well? Yeah, we do. We know him really well. Really
Known him
well.
for years.
Usarn G says, my mom was married 5 times, but only to 4 different men. She was nearly she was nearly everything you should never have to say about your mom. All, I'm sure there's more to that. Then everyone's saying hi to each other. Jedi Master 2022's The
Hello.
Lost in Space and Classic Sci-Fi says happy anniversary. Thank you so much. Let's see. Orville Nation stops in to say happy anniversary, dear friends. Thank you so much, PJ. Good to see you, my friends. My wedding anniversary is Saturday. Wow.
Hey, how many years?
Yeah, let us know. Specifically, I'm wondering if you already said. Okay.
Yeah, yours is Saturday, ours is Sunday.
Technically, ours is
Yeah.
Sunday. It's just today was the best day to celebrate with you guys.
What's interesting is that a dear friend of ours, his wedding anniversary was August 2nd, and
Nope.
Yeah.
She looks good for her age, and I look poor for my age. So we kind of pass in the middle there, I guess. 11 years for them. Well, congratulations, my friend. Happy anniversary to you as well.
still 11 years is nothing to sneeze at. I mean, I said nowadays a lot of couples don't get to 5 years.
Now, see, this is
Yeah,
what I'm
so-
talking about. These two knew each other since 79. Long story. Yeah, because if you've only been married for 11 years, that's... God, you knew each other for almost 30 years before you got married. You made sure it was right. There was no doubts. You knew who that person was. You know, usually if you're dating, and I mean traditional dating, you know, no hanky-panky, and, you know, you keep it, you know, save it for marriage and all that kind of stuff, and you only see each other once a week for a date, where you go out to dinner, you go to a movie, maybe you sit in the park and chat a little bit, swing on the front porch swings or whatever, talk to each other. How much do you really get to know each other? You can share thoughts and dreams and plans and schemes, but you don't know what it's like when they get angry with you, and how they deal with anger, and how they deal with disagreements and things like that. And old friends are past that. You know, you mature together as friends, and then you go, you know what? I think we would be good together forever. Let's just tie this up.
The reason I'm laughing is you're gonna come across it in a minute.
60, my wife is 62. My parents are still married 26 years since their marriage and counting. Congratulations. My cat is helping. That should have ended. All the men continued to speak well of her till the end. Okay, fair enough. Oh, all of her previous husbands. That's good. We got together in 2010, been together 15 years total. That's fair. Deleted Scenes gifted 5 Last Call with Troy Pacelli memberships.
And
Thank
look who-
you so much.
Look who the first one is to get one.
Happy anniversary. You've become a member of my channel. Congratulations.
That's why I was laughing. I'm like, I am now a member of your
And
channel.
Deleted Scenes gifted 5 Netters Network memberships. Thank
thank
you
you,
so
sweetie.
much. Thank you
Wait,
so
let's
much.
see who
Deleted
our
Scenes.
new members are. So on your channel, we've got me,
Well, yeah, it's
Lynn
easy.
Green,
Yep.
Small
Small
Republic,
Time
Small Time Republic,
Austin
Austin
Woods
Woods,
is returning.
and
And
Zootopia.
Zootopia returns as a membership.
And
Thank
on
you so
mine,
much.
we have, well, where'd it go? Caveman Movies and More. Andy Masterson. Hey, Andy, now you're a member on my channel.
Again.
M. Night Shaman. I almost said Shyamalan because, yeah, that guy.
M. Night Shaman, yeah.
Yeah. Hello, Humans Fade. And Joanna Kelly. Thank you so much, Deleted.
And Jedi Master 2020. Well, let's bring it up. It's easier to see it that way. Jedi Master 2022, Lost in Space and Classic Sci-Fi, just became a member. Thank you so much, Jedi Master 2020. I think that's on your channel.
Yes, he's now one of my sweeties.
There
Thank
you go. There you go. So when she calls you a sweetie, she really, really means it. You ever want to join my Lost in Space show Monday nights, Netter and Troy? You're welcome. Depending on what time, that would be awesome. That's I have a standing members only stream on Monday nights, but Netter's certainly. Well, I mean, now she's a member on my channel. She might want to come to my streams.
Yeah, I can do that now. Because usually it's like I'm just.
She sneaks in the back door because we're in the same house.
But I could do like chats now on YouTube, and because before I really couldn't. So now I can actually go into the YouTube studio, like into YouTube, and type comments for the members there.
Yeah, this one's tough. When your first husband passes away, there's not much you can do about that. That still does fall under the till death do us part, right?
Okay, and I only remember this because I want to say, I can't remember which YouTuber it was now. But yeah, I'm drawing a blank. But they were like, oh yeah, I can give away memberships. Apparently, I have 10 memberships I can give away. So I am going to do that. Let's see. Oh, I can send 5 at a time, I guess. So I'm going to send 5 now.
What time zone are you in, Jedi Master? My folks are 46 years married and still going. So
Wow.
Netter gifted 5 memberships, and it went to Sci-Fi Mombi. Woo 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 woo.
Kill Hut 702 Outdoor Adventures, Nemesis of Eden, Maria,
There you go.
and Tim Hayes.
There you go.
So Maria, you're a member on my channel.
Welcome back to memberships. There are probably way too many stories involved in all that. Yeah, that very possible. Oh, so that's Eastern time. So
You're an hour ahead of us.
you're an hour ahead. So 8:15. So 7:15. I could probably hang out with you on a stream for about 45 minutes or so before I had to get to mine. But absolutely, Netter could join you for sure. Joe's Atmosphere, thank you, my friend. He says happy anniversary.
Thank you.
Were you two married in Chicago or somewhere else? Yeah, we were.
Chicago.
Yeah, in fact, quite literally, because I lived in the suburbs, she lived in Chicago. But if you heard the story during the lunchtime, the 2 days before we got married, we eloped. So she had gotten an apartment in the city. I moved in. We got all unpacked and everything, and then we went to City Hall downtown and got married.
Yep. And then on our 25th wedding anniversary, that's the pictures of me in the wedding dress and him in the tux when we renewed our vows.
Yep. So yeah, that
'cause
was
the other picture where it's me in like a cream colored dress and Troy in a suit, where he's got the pompadour.
the original.
That was the original, yeah. When he had hair.
Of course, when she says pompadour, it's more of the kind of DA kind of thing going on. Not like that Galloping Gourmet, who's the captain of the Enterprise right now, who looks like a lesbian talk show host without glasses. Must be close to in age. Well, let's put it this way. I'm a child of the 70s. She's a child of the 60s.
You're not supposed to say that.
Well, they know. If I say how old I am, and you've already said that you're 8 years older than I am, they're going to kind of figure it out. Elopement, the flex tape solution to all your wedding worries. That is true. I got to say, our wedding was very simple. It was literally, it was your best friend.
Yeah, it was my mom,
Your
the
mom, the kids,
my best friend, you and me.
Yeah. Her brother paid for something, didn't he?
My brother paid for the reception, which was basically
just dinner for the 4
Oh,
or
and
5
my friend
of us.
Tony was there too.
Your friend Tony was there for at least a while, yeah.
Well, he was there for the wedding, but he couldn't make the reception. But it was a very small wedding. Our whole wedding cost $300.
Yeah, exactly.
And that was for the wedding clothes, the wedding license, But what was kind of funny is when I called to make the reservation for the reception. It's like, what's the word? I said, and can we get a cake? Is it possible to get a cake? And they're like, yeah. I said, well, I would need it to be like a wedding cake, so, white frosting. And the girl's like, oh, you want some chocolate chips on that? And I'm thinking white chocolate chips. No, they put chocolate chips all over the cake. It looked hilarious. It was good.
It was bizarre. It was bizarre, but it was good. It was good. And that's why we did the vow renewal. How many years ago was that?
We've been married 33 years now. We did that on our 25th wedding anniversary.
Okay. Yeah, well, I would have to do maths, and I can't do that.
8 years.
Yeah, okay. So that was her opportunity to, get the nice dress and everything, have our family there, and that was, and some friends. And, I wore the tux.
Yeah.
I can't remember. That wasn't a rented tux, was it?
That was
one
your actual tux, yeah.
Yeah, because we were also doing the Victorian steampunk.
Now here's the other thing. Our vow renewal, see, I'm wearing your wedding dress, we had the cake, the nice venue and all that. You would think that cost a pretty coin, and it actually didn't. I managed to pull that all together in under $2,500. My dress I got on eBay for $40. Brand new, never worn. I shopped around and I found good prices for everything. Our little party favors that we had, which
over there by the
yes.
the wooden figures. And while you're doing that, I'm going to say hi in WKRP in Cincinnati fashion to Booger.
yes.
Welcome, Booger. Thank you so much for the kind wishes.
We had little gift bags, and inside we had 3 different types of
It's come
kisses.
off, I think.
No, it's not. It's there.
Oh,
just
is
very
it?
light. I don't know how well you can see it. That one's got a double heart. And these two, for whatever reason, are stuck together, which have, I want it right side up. Okay, I think it goes like this. So it's got our names and our anniversaries. Okay, the one is too shiny, so it's not showing. But it's one of them's got Troy and Pacelli on there, and the other one, the one that was kind of gray, you could see, said August 3rd, 1992. And so I had little, like gossamer bags filled with these, and gave those out as like little party favors. And really easy to get the little bags. Got the bags on Amazon. I got the chocolates. I just went to, I Googled, party favors, found these kisses, and I'm like, okay, they're kisses. We're getting married, so, it made sense. And they're really inexpensive to get. It was something like, I was saying like $25 for a couple pounds of these kisses, and I'm like, that works for me. And of course I saved one of each, so these are now 8-year-old chocolates.
Alexa, add Hershey's Kisses to the shopping list.
Hershey's Kisses added.
Thank you.
Yeah. But it's like everything that I got for our vow renewal, I shop around. Troy could tell you, I'm really good at finding things at decent prices. Even the venue, when we were looking for a venue, because a coworker dropped the ball on this. She, when I mentioned we were getting married, I didn't mention we were getting married. I mentioned that my 25th wedding anniversary was coming up, and this was 2 months in advance. So this was, like end of June or so, almost 2 months, well, a month in advance. So like end of June, mid-June. She goes, oh, you have to have a vow renewal. I'm like, no, we're just planning on having, a nice dinner and all that. She goes, no, you have to have a vow renewal. It's 25 years you got to do this. I'm like, I don't know how to do that. I said, when we got married the first time we did it at City Hall, I don't know anything about weddings. And she goes, I'll handle it, because she had wanted to start a, being a party planner type of person.
I wonder if that ever took off, because
I doubt it.
She definitely did not have the...
And I was like, well, our anniversary is August 3rd, so I want to get married, do the vow renewal then as close as possible to that date. And she just kept dropping the ball. And I ended up pushing out to September, which ticked me off to no end because it's like that's not even our anniversary month anymore. And when I asked her, it's like, so, have you talked to getting somebody for music and, a hair and makeup person for me and, anything? Can you tell me where you're at? And then she goes, are you a bridezilla? I'm like, I'm asking you where you are in this because you've given me no information.
Yeah.
She goes, well, here's the number for the hairdresser. You can call them. Here's the number for the person that I was going to talk to about music. You can talk to him. I ended up making these calls, and people tell me, no, I can't do it, or they wanted way too much money for something very simple. And she took me for one dress, to try on dresses once. She took me to a David's Bridal that was down the street from our office that seemed to really only deal in plus size, because these dresses that I tried on were huge. And the lady's pinning them in the back so that I can try and get a vision of what it looked like. I'm like, okay, even though she had made it tight, these wedding dresses, the bodice part, were made for like a 96D bust. I mean, they were huge. And I'm like, okay, I'm not big like that. So no way was this ever going to fit me. And to try and alter it down would have taken too much time and too much money. And so I was like, okay, well, at least I got to try on wedding dresses, in an actual bridal shop once in my life. That was kind of neat. For a venue, she was suggesting a park. I'm like, okay, that's great, because parks are generally free or very low cost for a permit. Well, where she wanted me to be set up, where she showed me, was an outdoor area that was near a river that had tons of bugs. There were no indoor facilities to go to in case of rain, or even a bathroom. There was not even porta potties around. I'm like, and what am I guess supposed to do if they gotta pee?
Planning. Planning is the important operative word there. Wedding planner, you gotta have the planning.
Exactly.
Think through these things.
Then after that, she was like, she came up to me like 2 days later at work, and she's like, I really don't have time for this, so you're gonna have to take over. And I'm like, what the hell? You already pushed this out a month on me. And it's like, so I was like, okay. So I went online, and I managed to get all this pulled together in 3 weeks because we had no time at this point. So I went online and started looking at wedding dresses, was in contact with this one seller, and I'm like, I like the style. Can you tell me, here's my height, my weight, my measurements. Can you tell me would this fit me? And after I want to say 5 or 6 dresses, I said, okay, I really like this one, so, and each one was like, I like this one, would this fit me? And again, measurements. The last one, the one you saw in the pictures, he goes, my wife is your size. This fits her perfectly. I'm like, it's mine. I'm buying it now. Yeah. And I did. I got it for $40. He shipped it out right away.
40.
Yes.
$40.
Yeah, $40. With shipping.
When you hear about $1,000 wedding dresses,
yeah.
$40.
And it's a gorgeous dress. It fit me perfectly.
She was
and
very
it was
happy
not
with it.
like cheap material or anything like that. It was something like you would find in a bridal shop. And that said, he had a lot of like extra dresses, I guess from a bridal shop that he used to work for or something. And so he was selling them online. And so $40, like I said, he shipped it out. I think the shipping cost on it was something like $6, which really was too cheap for the size of the dress, but I took it.
I like this. Who was your wedding planner? Phoebe from Friends? Phoebe from Friends would have actually been a step up. Yeah.
Also went on eBay, found white shoes, found a veil. I had a tiara at one point, but I decided against wearing that. And so got all that on eBay, real easy. Like I said, I got the party favors in between Amazon and a candy shop. For the venue, we were driving around, I think we're going to go grocery shopping or something. And I'm like, we still don't have a venue. Like, what are we going to do? And there's this one place that we would pass by all the time. I'm like, that's a banquet hall. We should stop in and see if our date's available. Because we actually decided we're going to have this particular date because we need to get moving on this. He goes, let's try it. So we went in and we're like, I don't suppose you have anything available for, I forget what the date was, I want to say it was something like September 9th or 8th or something like that. And they're like, we do, but in the afternoon. You can't have evening. I'm like, afternoon's fine. That's perfect. That's great. And they're like, so, you'll need to do a tasting. We did the tasting the very next Thursday, and we were getting married like a week and a half after that.
Yeah.
So it was like really cutting things close. And we didn't bother with the sending out the invitations. We just basically, I was going to say Teams message. We Facebook friends and family who were on there and said, this is, we're doing our vow renewal. It's going to be on this date. And we let them know at least a month in advance so they can make any travel plans, like his family and all that. And they can arrange to come out. And it was just like cutting it so close. So I pulled together a wedding for 40 people in 3 weeks in a budget of $2,500.
Yep. Yep.
Oh yeah, and the hair and makeup lady was like 3 or 4 blocks away from the venue. We got the cake at a little bakery that was across the street from the venue. It's an Italian bakery that we really like. And they did a cannoli cake. So it was like 2-tier cannoli cake. And yeah, did our own music. Troy put a bunch of music on his phone, and we were able to plug that into the sound system at the venue. We had people taking pictures with their phones. So that was our photographer. Everyone just taking pictures with their phones. It worked out really well, and it was inexpensive. So if y'all need help planning a party, I'm your girl.
Welcome, Wallace Lang. Good to see
Hello.
you. We are just kind of wrapping up, but thank you so much for coming. We're kind of celebrating our 33rd wedding anniversary. Y'all ever in Florida, we all have to go to dinner and watch a launch from my driveway. Well,
Wow.
It's funny you mentioned that because we are planning to return to Florida probably, I want to say March of next year, right around the time of MegaCon. So we'll have to talk about that. I am trying to figure out how to do like a meetup with a whole bunch of people. There's going to be a bunch of YouTubers down there. I mean, people like Culture Casino and Valiant Renegade and a bunch of others. See if we can't get something going,
Yeah, absolutely. We got to meet Age Boomer when we went out there this past year.
Had dinner with him. Yeah, exactly. Some restaurants in my town were big enough to the point that you could reserve half the restaurant for the event. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
A lot of restaurants, if they're spacious enough, will do that. Troy, not only is she a keeper, you can make a lot of money if you learn how to clone her. Yeah, exactly. We've joked about that. It's like, we could clone her, and one can go to work while the other takes care of the house. And I'm like, well, then you better clone me too. How many incomes could we get into this house? But you're going to MegaCon. Okay, great. So we'll definitely plan on meeting up then.
Yeah, but it's like
30 minutes from Orlando. There you go.
Yeah, and you know what we look like, so just look for us.
Just look for us, absolutely.
Yeah, it's not like we're avatars all the time, so you don't know what we look like.
We'll talk more about it when we are getting closer to going. But we should start wrapping it up because we are coming up on the and while you do that, I'm going to see if
wait, there was a message there from the Horror King that I wanted to that one.
Spoiler alert, Troy never had hair. He just wore a wig. It's funny you say that because when I mentioned during Liquid Lunch that I had a full beard, and Netter said she didn't like facial hair, so I showed up one day with no beard, and I handed her an envelope. Well, all the beard clippings were in the envelope.
What he doesn't say is that it was middle of winter, and he had a scarf wrapped around his face, so I couldn't see it.
A Tom Baker scarf, specifically.
And he hands me an envelope, and he goes, "Don't open it." And I'm like, "Okay, so you're giving me a letter, but you don't want me to open it." He goes, "It's not a letter." And I'm like, "What?" And then he goes, "Turn the envelope around, read what it says on the front." And it said Troy's beard. I'm like, "Troy's beard?" And then he took off the scarf, and he was all clean shaven. I'm like, "Oh, that's nice." Yeah, I really liked him clean shaven when we were first dating and married. Because he had that little baby face and it was so soft and smooth. You know he's got this.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I always did like the whole Klingon thing. And now I just have it so that it elongates my face and I don't look so round-faced. Let's see.
Oh, yeah, we have to set up.
Here it is. Yeah, give us just a second because when we finish up here, we're going to forward you over to Deleted Scenes channel, and we're going to need to set that up for you. So give me just one quick second. Again, super professional here, I know.
Well, it's like I'm not in EVMux, so I can't grab a link, so I have to do it this way.
Let's see here. It's we got to go to not analytics. I want customization.
No, yeah, customization.
Yeah,
and then redirect.
Redirect. Add to. Go to this place, please. Go to this place, please. There we go. And then save. Okay. So when we finish up here, we're going to forward you over to Deleted Scenes channel. Some of you possibly received memberships as a gift from Deleted Scenes, so you can go over there and thank him. And he'll know that we sent you because he's here right now. So he's going to tell you what he's got coming up for the rest of the week. But what do we have coming up this week, Netter?
Well, let's see. Today's Thursday, so we're celebrating the anniversary. Friday is Friday Night Last Call with you.
Yep, and I'll be talking with Age of Boomer about a bunch of articles that we've seen recently that are very concerning. Going to be another talk about the AI revolution and how it's affecting us, and how we may very well soon be living in a dystopian Matrix-esque hellscape. So that'll be fun. Tomorrow on Last Call with Troy Pacelli, 9 Central, 10 Eastern, on my channel and our affiliates.
Yes. Saturday on Retro Cinema, right back here on Netter's Network, we'll be watching G.I. Jane. That's a movie with Demi Moore. She joins the military. She's not being taken seriously, so she decides to shave her head, so she's taken more seriously. I don't see how that actually made a difference, but okay. It was in the plot.
Absolutely.
Let's see. Sunday, Geeky Geezers, where they bring you all of the geek news. That'll be 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Yeah, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. And then that evening, over on Deleted Scenes channel, and I don't know why I have such an issue trying to remember Reserve Seats. Over on Reserve Seats, you're going to see this old couple again, It's going to be a guest over there.
Actually on our anniversary. That kind of makes sense.
Yes, it is literally our anniversary on Sunday. So we've been invited to Deleted Scenes channel so that we will be his guests for Reserve Seats. So we hope to see you there.
Netter's Network starring in 2 of Troy's live streams in one day. That's a good way to start your anniversary live stream. That's actually a good point. Hadn't thought about that. She did come down while I was doing Liquid Lunch today, which was really sweet.
I had to. He was sounding really sad, so I needed to let him know how much I loved him.
Troy, here's my future reaction to tomorrow's topic. Ah! Yeah, exactly. The digital apocalypse is at our door. Grab your sidearm and hit the floor. Exactly. Well, that's all I got, Netter.
Yeah. And then, of course, all the stuff happening next week. Let me see. Do I have a guest next week? I didn't even look.
Oh, yeah.
I was so excited about tonight that I didn't look to see who I am next week. I actually don't have a guest next week. So if any
of you YouTubers here who got a channel that you want to plug on, you can do that.
Or just something you're really excited about that you want to talk about, drop me a DM on Twitter. Let's get you in so we can talk about this thing that you're excited about and get other people excited about it. Or if you want to promote your channel, let me know. Let's get you in. I do need to talk. I don't know if Jess is still here or if she came, she left and came back. But I want to get Flow with Jess on here so you can get to know her a little bit better. I had her on once months ago.
Oh, more than 6 months ago.
Yeah, so I need to get her back in. She is now over 1,000 subscribers. So,
But we got to
yeah.
get her up on
Watch hours.
her watch hours.
Yeah.
So anything you guys can do. I know a lot of you guys went over to that last video, and I'm going to share that out again because I want to make sure you guys see that video. She said some really nice things about me. I was very, very encouraged.
And our community. And in fact, I've heard a lot of people just mention, like guests of mine, what have you, have mentioned just how positive our channels are, how positive our community is. And they're like, we don't see that a lot. We see a lot of angry people. We see a lot of, derogatory streams. Because yours is so positive and your community is so positive. I'm like, they're family, So I really love that other people see this community as being that family. So thank you for that. Any final words, my darling?
Nope, not at all. I am at 263. Oh, well, we're going to have to help you get up and running. We could probably find a way to get you another 250 members, or, well, members would be nice, but subscribers. We'll do our best.
DM me on Twitter.
Yeah.
I don't have any restrictions for people contacting me, but I think if we haven't talked before, you need to subscribe. Not subscribe. What do you call it? What is it called when you
DM?
to DM me? They have to
They might have to follow her.
follow. Yeah, you might have to follow me to DM me. But if you want to unfollow me after that, I don't care. I really don't care about Twitter stats at all. But yeah, drop me a DM and yeah, let's do something.
See, this is, I really appreciate this. This is goes to something that Jess was saying about me, about, everyone building us up on supporting the other channels and so forth. And it's just our philosophy in this whole ball of wax here. I don't see this as a zero-sum game. This is not like network television where CBS and ABC might both have talk shows going on at the same time, and we want you to watch us and not that other guy over there. He's the enemy. No, it's you watch whoever you want to live. You catch the other one, Memorex, and you can watch, there could be 5 different things that you watch at the same time. You just watch them, when you get a chance. You hit that, watch later. And there is no other marketing for YouTubers, right? There is no one doing adverts for your channel that you can run on somebody else's show unless we do it for each other.
Right, like Troy does. You'll see in the middle of Liquid Lunch. He will do a 3-minute commercial of what's coming up on my channel, Troy's channel, Age Boomer,
everyone in our network, and I'm trying to grow the ad spots, so to speak. They're not paid ad spots. It's just, hey, this is what I'm doing this week. This is what Netter's doing this week.
Yeah.
And trying to get everyone some exposure. So
Because
I got that idea from Stark of Iron, by the way.
And PJ from Orville Nation always says, together we grow.
Together we grow.
And that's what started Thursday Things, because he was always saying that. I'm like, there's no shows on Thursdays. Let me do this. Let me get other YouTubers on to help them to grow.
And so
even
now
though I'm not very big myself.
And now Wilkie's Movies and Music goes over to Jess's channel because I asked him to, and he left a comment because he knows that helps the algorithm. Now, maybe you follow her, she follows you. You both have more subscribers that way. It's networking.
Yeah.
Like Netter's Network, right? I liked your visit on Doomcock's Pop Culture Breakdown last night. Thank you so much. I super, super appreciate that. That was my 4th time on. He's got me in his Rolodex. When like last week Gary escaped, so he needed me to come and fill in. And I'm not sure who it was that snuck away last night, but that's why I was there.
The very next one.
And as I said in the live stream with the two of you, I will never take my subscribers for granted. There you go. Since they are the reason why I continue to make the content. That's what we keep saying all the time. You're exactly
We
right.
don't make this, do this for us. We do this for all of you.
I feel like the entire entertainment industry needs to relearn that truism. Bada bing, bada boom, everybody grows together. Capiche? Yeah, exactly. And I like my blue heaven. You trying to say capiche? Because it hurts my ears when you say it.
And Wilkie's movies and music. Drop me a DM. I want to get you on Thursday Things. I think that would be great to have you on.
There you go.
So yeah, absolutely.
And now we're going to get you over to Deleted Scenes channel because he's going to tell you what he's got coming up this week.
But before that, of course, you all know what I always say. We can talk amongst ourselves, and that's all well, good, and fun. But it's so much more fun when you guys are joining us in the chat. And you're dropping the comments, questions, trivia, being goofy, whatever it may be. And it doesn't feel like we're separated by miles or continents in some cases. It feels like we're all hanging out in our family room, passing the popcorn and having a great time. And you guys, you're not just our friends. You are our family. We love you guys, and we appreciate you so very much.
Yep.
You can be anywhere right now, and you're here. So thank you for being here. Thank you for the many, many ways that you support us. Thank you for those who dropped memberships tonight, Deleted Scenes, and all the new members that we now have because of dropping the new members. Thank you for that. Thank you for the super chats, super stickers, even just dropping a comment and thumbs up. That means so much to us. It helps us to grow our channels. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
It helps us to grow our channels so that we can do things better for you.
Yep.
We have gotten better equipment since we started because of memberships and super chats and all that. That brought in a little bit of revenue for us to be able to improve what we're doing here. We're still trying to get a decent mixer because the one that I had gotten originally, it's not really doing anything, so I need to get a new mixer. But I'm also working on getting new lighting for myself because my lighting sucks. And a new camera. So it's like, you can see on Troy's camera, because that's what we're using right now, I actually look like I'm alive. My skin tones are the way they're supposed to be.
I think it's as much lighting as it is the camera, but I agree.
Whereas on mine, I always look so pale and washed out. So I definitely need a new camera. I'm working on getting that, and I would not be able to do that without your support. So thank you again so much for supporting us in the many ways that you do. Please stay right here to be redirected to Deleted Scenes so he can tell you what's upcoming on his channel in the future.
Yep.
And until then, good night and God bless. Bye, everyone.
Network, and it's all for